Hello, this is Sheri Traxler with ViREO Life, and today we are talking about it's vacation time. Hopefully that got your attention. We are talking about vacations today because it is vacation time. Whether you're going to the beach or you're going to the mountains or you're going to visit some relatives or you're going to go to some museums, some amusement parks, we've got some questions for you to help you have a healthy vacation so that you come back feeling great and refreshed and recharged and not that, oh, I feel so sluggish and I'm so tired from it and I almost wish I hadn't even gone on that vacation. We've all come back from some of those like that. In my blog, I had written a little while back about how to plan your vacation with fitness in mind. Are you going to use it, maintain it, or increase it? And I'll link that below so that you can learn about that. Once you know the answer to that question, then we get into the planning of the vacation itself. First question is, who all is going on the vacation? Is it just you? Is it you and some friends? Is it you and your family? An extended family, lots of people. Once you know who is going, then you start asking, what activities do they enjoy? What foods do they enjoy that we can easily pack to have with us that's healthy? When you're planning that vacation of who is going and what activities that they like to do, then you have to start thinking about how are we going to get there? Are we driving to one location? In that case, you just need a few props. Something to do at the rest stops, throw some frisbee, have some fun like that. If you're flying, obviously a frisbee's not going to work, but if it's a long flight, you do need to make sure that you're getting up and stretching. Maybe even take a resistance band to wrap around your ankles, do some knee pulls, engage the core, keep that blood flowing if you're flying for 6, really even 4 hours. If it's a 4-hour or more flight, plan on that. Also, are you getting there with a road trip? Growing up, that was my family's favorite. That was my dad's favorite way to travel, and we got to go with him on those trips. With road trips, you're going to need a lot more props because you're going to be on the road for hours going from place to place. So frisbees to get active, boomerangs, whatever you can have to get kids active, to get yourself active, or at least just take some walking breaks. When you're doing a road trip, that gets the trickiest with food because even now online, of course, when I was growing up, we didn't have online, we didn't have internet. When I was growing up, we would have to pack lots of healthy snacks in a cooler because you never knew what kind of restaurants you were going to encounter. Now online, you can go ahead and look up and see what restaurants, what local mom and pop places that you would be interested in going. Even then, though, you don't know exactly what type of food they're going to have, how greasy it might be. So always take plenty of food in that healthy cooler in the car with you. Once you're there, now the next question is, what are you going to do? Is it amusement parks and museums? You will get lots of walking in with that, but it's going to be slow walking and it's going to be lots of standing in line. Yes, you'll get steps in, but your feet and your back may be tired by the end of the day. So also go ahead and find out where some local spas, day spas, or a massage therapist is located to get somewhere on that trip a little bit of relaxation in. Eating with amusement parks can be a challenge because they've got all of those tempting funnel cakes and deep fried corn dogs and deep fried whatever else and sweet treats. If you have one of those during the day, it's probably not going to make you feel crummy by the end of your trip. But if that's what you're living on the whole time and not a powerful plate, which I'll go ahead and link that video below as well. If you're not living on a powerful plate during those trips, you really can come back feeling horrible. That's the only word I have to describe it. Do you have a fitness center at the hotel where you're staying? Because one of the things that can help that sluggish feeling and those long lines is go ahead and get your workout in the morning, even though, yes, you'll be walking all day, but something more brisk to get the blood flowing. You won't be as tired at the end of the day. Speaking of hotels, does the hotel have a legitimate fitness center? And this is for any vacation. And legitimate, I mean, see the pictures, see what they actually have. One of the worst fitness centers I ever experienced at a hotel, they said they had a hotel, no pictures. It was a closet that they had taken and converted. They added a broken bike, it was a broken Stairmaster and a squeaky bike. That was all they had. That's what they called their fitness center. I've learned to look for pictures now. So see what all they have for their fitness center. If they have kids' activities, what activities do they have for the kids? If you're going to visit relatives, what activities are there in the area for the kids to get involved in? What parks are around that you can go for a walk? And if you're staying at a hotel, if you're not actually staying with your relatives, maybe that fitness center or maybe that hotel has a fitness center as well. Another tip when you're staying with relatives is, what are you going to eat? Some families, this is not a problem. Everybody eats the same type of healthy food. They meet your goals. It's not an issue. Other times, though, a family doesn't cook the way that you want to eat. In that case, it won't feel as much like a vacation, but you will come back feeling good. Volunteer to cook. When Doug and I go see his parents, that's what we do. They eat healthy, but it just makes things easier if we volunteer to do the cooking. It gives them a break, but it also means we get to eat and cook exactly like how we like to do. Last question to ask is, what activities do you want as an adult? Do you want to learn tennis? If it's wintertime, do you want to learn downhill skiing? What instructors, what guides? Maybe you want to hike somewhere that you've never been before and it's one of those iffy places, hiring a guide. What equipment do you need to borrow or purchase or rent? Think through those types of questions as well before you go, because you don't want to get there and think, oh, I really would have loved to have tried such and such, but there's not enough time to get it all together. Think through all of that, but especially what you're going to eat, how you're going to move for the type of vacation that you're having. So reviewing the questions, who's going, what activities do they like, how are you going to get there, and based on that, what type of food to pack, as well as what type of exercise to plan for the trip itself. And once you're at your destination, what's going to go on for your food and your exercise. Last obvious question, but most of them have this now, so we don't have to ask it, but some don't. Does the hotel room have a refrigerator? Because if nothing else, you can always do salads and cold cuts and things like that. Hope that this helps, and I look forward to next time with you. Be sure to subscribe so that you can be the first to receive our new videos. And until next time, find your path and fulfill your potential. And have a great vacation.